What's up, guys? It's your boy Lucky. It's been a while since I made a video, but fuck it, man, I'm back. I've been a little busy, but I have something to talk about. I don't really like being unemployed. In fact, I actually love it. But all jokes aside, we are living in a modern phenomenon. Young men are about 2 to 3 times more unemployed than the previous few generations, and many, like myself, aren't even looking for a full-time job. And quite frankly, I don't care to. Being unemployed has actually changed my life for the better. I'll give you some background to explain why. I've worked jobs since I was 13 years old, full-time since 14, and I got kicked out of school. I did sales for a few years, computer repair, credit repair, and entertainment. Every job I've ever worked, I gave it my all. I stayed disciplined, had a great attitude, and I managed to excel. If you asked anyone who had worked with me in the past, I'm sure they'll tell you I'm a hard worker. For years, I would subscribe to this hustle culture mentality that's plagued our generation since its inception. As I've mentioned before, I grew up poor and Republican. Everyone around me constantly drilled into my head that the reason I'm poor is because I'm not working hard enough, and the people at the top got there through blood, sweat, and tears, paired with a brilliant intellect. Now, I'm not here to knock another man's hustle. I do understand no matter where you come from, you pretty much have to work hard for anything. I mean, shit, even having a nice body requires a ton of work and discipline. But what's never mentioned when they tell you about how poor you are and how you're not working hard enough is the support system which many of the wealthy have. Many come from already wealthy or upper middle class families which have connections, roots in their industries and communities. That shit goes far. If you don't have those things, getting anywhere in life is that much harder. Not impossible, but the odds are against you. But anyway, that's enough of my little socialist rant. This isn't going to be like the thousands of nihilistic YouTube videos that like to harp on problems while offering no solutions. Me, I'm naturally an optimist. I actually have hope for the future. Even in the worst days of my life so far, I've always been able to retain that hope. For now, at least. I like to not get too excited, you know? But anyways, I've been unemployed technically for about 3 years now. I've been working on a gig basis since my early 20s, and work slowed down so much to the point where I became homeless. So I packed up, moved across the country, and settled in with my in-laws. Now, I'd love to tell you that I was productive in this downtime, but I really wasn't. I woke up at noon, played video games, maybe went out to eat, and stayed up till like 3 every night. This was the first year. In the second year, I decided, you know what? I don't have to get a job, but I gotta start getting disciplined, man. I gotta wake up at a certain time, go to bed at a certain time. I gotta work out every day. I gotta watch what I eat. You know, I was getting fat. So I got it together a little bit. And honestly, having that discipline paired with like not having a job to go to is incredible. I wake up every day and I take walks. I live in a very nature area, a lot of nice hiking trails. I get up and I just go, throw on some music, maybe smoke a little weed, depending. You know, I don't really do that too much anymore. You know, I got a kid and stuff, but man, it's a great day. I might even, you know, take my kid with me some days. It's fantastic. Man, you know, I'm almost 30, bro. I feel like I've been cheated. Like I've missed out on so much in my life, dog. Like I've just been grinding, bro. Like from 13 years old, bro, I've been grinding, bro. And, you know, I didn't take the time to travel or party with friends or even just make meaningful connections with people, man. I always had business on my mind, bro. And I'm just done, bro. Every day I turn on the fucking news and, you know, you just see how the rich people are like screwing everybody over, man. And like, then they want to tell you it's your fucking fault that shit's going bad, right? And like, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Like, I'm like checking out in like, not in a bad way, not in like oh, the world is over, like, you know, woe is me type of checkout, but I'm checking out, man. I'm just living presently in my life, bruh. And like, I don't know, man. I'm just taking my time to, you know, as dumb as it sounds, to smell the flowers, bro. Enjoy my time. Even hanging out with my kid every day is amazing, bro. Like, I see them all day, every day, bro. And it's like, I have a chance to play with them and see them grow and start to learn how to think and everything, man. And it's incredible. Like, I would have missed all that, bro, if I'm just mindlessly grinding for, like, to be honest, very little money. Dude, I've like killed myself, and I've made lots of money in the past, and you know, that money came and went. I'll be honest, I was financially irresponsible, and that's another story. But like, you know, it's crazy. Like when I was grinding, bro, and like made a lot of money versus when I was grinding and didn't make a lot of money, the same effort was there. Like, I kill myself at every job. I'm still like every job I treat like the most important thing in the world, and there's just no reason to, bro. It's a job. Like, none of these people like appreciate you after you're done doing what they tell you to do, you know? Like, there's no point, man. Like, and that's cool, man. Like, I get, you know, you need money to live. And I do my little hustles here and there, you know what I'm saying? Like, my kid has everything. They eat all the time. They eat a lot, you know? So, you know, trust me, I make some money on the side here, man, but it's like I'm doing the most low effort shit I can find, bro, because it's just not worth my life energy, dog. And look, man, I'm 30, right? But like, you know what? I'm still young, bro. I still have a chance to like really turn this shit around and experience all the things, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I feel like a lifetime has passed me, which it has, I'm still young, man. My body's still strong, man. My mind is still sharp. I feel like I'm sharper than ever now, you know? And man, I can never see myself going back to like working a job, bro. Like, I have family who, they were kind of in the same situation, man, and they just got pressured into like, going to get a job at like Home Depot and shit, right? And like, I get it, right? Like, they're in a similar situation as me, but man, he hated it. That's not the things that he wants to do. He was happy just chilling, right? He let that pressure get to him, man. And, I see him going to this job he hates every day, and like, he's like, has to like force himself to love it, man. And it's not the move, man. I can't do that to myself no more, bro. Like, I'm doing myself a disservice. And don't get me wrong, man. I'm not above work, bro. I've cleaned toilets, bro. I've done, white collar shit, blue collar shit. Like, I'm not above any job. Don't get it twisted. Like, if it came down to where like, hey, if I don't work, like my kids don't eat, you know what I mean? Like that type of thing, I'm going to get out there and I'm going to find whatever I can. Like, don't get it twisted, bro. Like, I might be unemployed, but I'm not a bum, and I have to reprioritize my life. That's all. And, yeah, man. And dude, I'm lucky, man. Cause like, even though like, I grew up poor and everything, man, I have a great support system, man. I got like, if I need $50 or whatever, man, I could call like at least 3 people in my life and they could give it to me, and I know that doesn't sound like much, but like being able to have that type of support really is so important to me, man. And I'm just grateful to have it, bro. And like, and again, it's not something I take for granted, especially now. And like, I'm not just mooching off these people. Like, I'm good with my hands. I know how to fix a lot of shit. I know how to do stuff. So anything I could do for these people, I do. If I see something, like, I'll get it taken care of. They don't have to pay me. They don't got to do nothing, man. So like, I do my best to pull my weight. I keep things clean. Like, it really is like it's a good relationship, man. And I'm definitely of the mind, like, it's not all about money, sometimes it is just what you can offer. And that's the thing, I like doing stuff for other people, man. I like fixing shit around the house. I like, getting up and like doing yard work and like all that kind of stuff. I actually enjoy that stuff. It's cool. That stuff doesn't really bother me, man. Like, it's honestly light work compared to the shit I'm used to doing, But yeah, man, it's been cool, man. I just don't like, unless some crazy life event happens, bro, I'm cool just chilling, man. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I still have my dreams and I got my hustles and all that kind of stuff, and I'm still pursuing those. But to get a job, man, just to say you got a job or just to have like some kind of like stable income coming in, bro, I just can't do it, man. Like, I don't have it in me anymore, bro. And I don't think I ever will. Like, I'm not burnt out, bro. Like, I am a little burnt out, but not in that way. Like, if it's something I'm interested in and I like doing, I'm going to get my ass up and I'm going to work at it, like, but yeah, dude, honestly, unemployment, 10 out of 10. I wish I did this shit at 18, like, who knows? I learned a lot though. Like, I learned a lot from these jobs. I learned a lot of skills, how to do a lot of stuff, man. But I was one of those people, man, I let it become who I am, bro. And you're not your job, bro. Because at the end of the day, man, your job, no matter how good, no matter how stable it is, if you lose that job, like, you could lose that job in a day. But if you lose that job, you're still you. You're still who you are. Your value as a human being does not deteriorate. Like it doesn't dwindle. You know, you are the same as you once were. You know, our ancestors, you know, I mean like way back, you know, in the caveman days and shit, they were like hunter gatherers and shit like that, bro. Like the concept of employment, you know, just wouldn't even make sense to them. You know, they were still people and they were just still who they were, regardless of what position they held or whatever tasks they, you know, were assigned. I don't know, man. I'm kind of at that point. I don't let it affect my self-esteem anymore. In fact, anything, if people try to give me shit for it, man, I double down, bro. I'm like, hell yeah, your ass got to go to work tomorrow. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's cool. I be sending my employee friends texts throughout the day and like little, Instagram messages like, hey, look what I'm doing. And yeah, bro, they get a kick out of it. But yeah, bro. I don't know, man. Don't get me wrong. I don't think everybody should quit their jobs. Like maybe one day like my opinion will change and I want to go just get a regular job, but I just don't see it happening. And I don't think like some people like their jobs and they like doing what they do, and I think those people should keep going, you know, and keep going, you know. God bless them. And but I definitely think as a society, man, we gotta make it to where like we have like subsidies where like maybe okay, let's say you're working 60 hours a week. I don't know, maybe now you can work 40 because you're not worried about health care or student loans or whatever the fuck, you know. Like I saw some shit in like Dubai or Saudi Arabia or some shit like they have free bread machines like for anyone that's hungry, so that like no one can go hungry, you know. And it's like little stuff like that. I'm not saying like, bro, I'm not saying I'm trying to buy steak and caviar off of like food stamps or something, you know what I'm saying? But like I am saying like if we just have our most basic needs met, I bet you a lot of fucking people would not be killing themselves at these jobs, bro. I bet you that. Like, don't get me wrong, like, people would still work. You know, you want nicer stuff. You want to plan for the future and do things like that, man. But, like, if we had our most basic needs met, everything would be cool. Like, people would just be more chill. I bet you these hours in the office would drop. And, you know, people saying we can't afford it, I think that's bullshit, bro. Everybody pays tax. Whether you file or not, when you go to the store and you buy a water bottle, you pay tax on that motherfucker. Everything is taxed. Every single thing, bro. So it's like everybody pays into this, you know what I'm saying? So like, why aren't we getting anything back, bro? Like where I live, bro, like, you know, shit be like expensive, bro. And like I noticed like our roads, they don't be getting fixed. Like they're always messed up. Like infrastructure's bad. Like even stuff like that, bro. I saw some shit. It was like some missile we have in the US costs like $10 million, right? And we have a gang of those bitches, right? Like, what if we just cut back a little bit on that and, you know, put it towards regular people? We might not be so pissed off all the time, man. Like, we might stop meddling in other countries' business and shit, man. We might just be chilling, bro. Like, if we got health care and like, you know, basic needs like that, man, we'll be cool, man. Again, I'm not asking for much, but you know how that goes though. Anyway, I gotta get going. I actually do have a gig tomorrow, so I won't be unemployed tomorrow, but after that I will be. So, all right, I'll talk to y'all later.